Welcome everyone, we are the Grin brothers and we're continuing our playthrough of Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash.
Hello. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
Auto.
Okay.
We're just letting this roll. So, do you want to talk about something or do you want me to talk? I've built up a decent thing 'cause we were going to play Tearaway, but I brought this.
Let's see, something to talk about. Well, let's see. Well, I ended up showing you a picture kind of relating to what I was going to talk about the other day. But you've probably forgotten already. But something that may interest you.
Yeah.
Just after April Fool's Day, actually, which caused a bit of confusion. Much like, the Decode Kane thing, they've, waiting right after April Fool's, so it was very close.
Yeah.
A Spyro remake trilogy just got announced.
Yes, they do have a Spyro trilogy. And it looks like it's going to be fun.
And apparently, I didn't heard about it, but Medieval is also getting a remake.
I didn't know that.
On the PS4, obviously, but the Spyro one's spread out. It's coming to Xbox One at least, and PC. But I haven't heard but they've been very, sketchy over where it's getting a Nintendo Switch version for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spyro's getting a remaster.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Which you look forward to it. I wasn't a fan of Spyro. Design philosophy wise, Spyro's definitely, in terms of 3D platformers, leans more to the Mario.
Yeah.
It's as in the 3D Mario, as in it's a open sort of platformer sort of thing. Hub world and all that sort of thing. Whereas Crash Bandicoot gave me, the linear focused platforming that I like. So Crash was more my type of platformer, whereas Spyro wasn't. As cool as they'd think the character was.
I'm changing their guns because why not? Also, because
Well, they're all using the same gun.
No.
Okay.
But she uses the shotgun and I'm using the shotgun.
So no point having two shotguns.
No. Deploy.
But yeah, you were a fan of the Spyro. Only the first game in Enter the Dragonfly you played.
I played the GameCube one, yeah.
Yeah, and you played the GBA one.
Yeah, although on GBA I like the concept of it, but
I will say, with Spyro, I think they did a good way of how this is Spyro playing in a portable sort of thing. Like with Crash Bandicoot, they turned it purely into a 2D platformer, which kind of worked because they also had 2D gameplay at points in Crash Bandicoot. I think Spyro's was an interesting way of this is what it would have been. It was kind of like a going back in time sort of thing. This is what if Crash Bandicoot was introduced around the 16-bit era.
Yeah.
And it feels like sort of like how Super Mario World to Mario 64, but doing it in the reverse order.
Yeah.
The series which had to translate from 2D to 3D, and it's interesting seeing how it goes translating from 3D to 2D.
Yeah.
And I think it's more interesting to see it happen in Spyro's case because, like, Crash Bandicoot, what isn't that much of a 3D game when you get down to its philosophy.
No, God no.
It's 2D even in its 3D gameplay sections. It follows a very 2D-esque mindset.
Yeah.
Which again is why I prefer it. It is focused, as I prefer to call it.
You've died twice, Yumi. Stop sucking.
Which does kind of lead on to something else I had to comment on. It's like after our Star Fox Zero playthrough, I decided to see what other people thought in regards to the future of Star Fox. Because you know what?
It's dead.
Though there haven't been many Star Fox games, I do enjoy what I've played of it. I really wish to be able to try Assault one day, but they never re-released it at any point.
Why re-release it when you can re-release the first game again?
And I'd like another entry in the series, but
what's that bonus thing in the corner? Rescue bonus?
I guess. But what I want and what they, but it's a problem that popped up with Kirby Star Allies as well. What I want seems to differ a lot from what other people want.
Yeah.
Which seems to be this obsession with open world gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people are saying Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey have literally redefined their genres and basically are the future.
I disagree.
And it's like, I'm not a fan of them. They're open, you know, the more and more open they get, you know, I feel they lose focus the more you spread out you get.
I like Breath of the Wild, but if the next Legend of Zelda game plays like Breath of the Wild, I'm not going to buy it.
But my fear isn't so much what they've done to them, it's more them expanding it to other series. Like,
yeah.
I feared so much for the next Kirby game because people were saying, oh, we really want it, you know, big, open, 3D sort of thing.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's like, after, you know, not being interested in Breath of the Wild or Odyssey because of that change of pace. Like, I'll admit, Odyssey, you know what, you can keep going down that path because I got Super Mario 3D World. I got the Mario platformer I'd always wanted.
Yeah.
My mask! Where has it gone?
Yeah, your real face.
Yeah, real face.
Should have put Pudge's face there.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, fresh meat! This is just getting a bit weird, gonna be honest. Pudge, tone it down a touch. On your face. Don't let that man touch you. Don't let him near you. Call the neighborhood.
He's a teacher.
Watch. He should be arrested.
They are teachers.
They should be arrested.
They have degrees and are, you know.
You don't need a degree to be a teacher. You're not going to get an answer. I don't think.
Who approved you?
This plot is not going.
Well,
to
no, I think. Well, again, you know, this is how he's acting outside of his teacher role. So I think he may have just broken after the events.
He may have broken after being in too many Senran Kagura games. Why does this cutscene have a very strong focus on sweat?
Because you're old at 27!
Don't. It angers me so much.
Apparently people die when they get to their 30s.
Well, if you live past 30,
oh,
you're
yeah.
living in the 1800s doing good.
You just turn to dust?
Really? Not dressed like this. You mean a dominatrix and a creepy swimsuit pervert?
Okay, what was I? Oh yeah, but yeah, like of course, a lot of the people in their hopes for Star Fox Zero is like, oh, make it, you know, a free range sort of game like Mass Effect, but you know, the Mass Effect shift combat. But
yeah, we saw a lot of Mass Effect Andromeda did. Star Fox is that thing. That'd be amazing.
Well, people complained about the graphical style. It's like Star Fox Zero specifically stuck to being very much like 64 by
there
HD.
Is a very easy
They
way.
even made sure the mouth movements were puppet-like.
Yeah.
You know, they kept, like people were saying, for some reason the frame rate drops on the mouth movements. Like, no, that's entirely intentional. It's like the Lego movies movements.
Yeah.
You know, it's intentional like that. Miyamoto loves the idea of the Star Fox still sticking to its puppet influence.
There is a very easy
Unlike
way.
Thunderbirds, which, you know, went away from that, sadly.
There is a very easy way to save Star Fox, and that is just create your own character system. The furries will be all over it.
Yeah, because that totally saved Sonic, didn't it?
I mean, it's not dead yet.
True.
Somehow.
I think that's more Sonic Mania's.
Don't get me wrong, I love Sonic, but Sonic Forces does have its issues.
But hey, it gave them what they wanted. We wanted more generations, people said.
They got
more generations. You see, folks? You see?
The problem is they're not... In a weird turn of events, the problem with Forces, from what I've heard, is they didn't focus on a particular game mode. If they'd just focused... If they'd scrapped Classic Sonic and focused on the other two, it would have been fine.
Honestly, I'd say the problem with the Sonic team is maybe that they listen too much.
And the Sonic fan don't know what they want.
Yeah, like it's the exact problem Nintendo say. Like Nintendo can be stubbornly defiant upon listening, but at the same time, listening too much kind of has problem. Like Shadow the Hedgehog the game, that was literally entirely made from listening to the fans. They gave the fans everything they wanted.
It has the edgiest music possible.
All hail Shadow!
Oh.
Hello, other person who I don't know about.
Ayami. Oh, I think this is where we actually get to fight against another person. Instead
No,
of
the thing is that, you know...
just mutts. It's 5 against 1. Five against 1. We can just beat you up.
It might be.
It's a shopkeeper, apparently.
It could be because the name sounds similar. Is basically similar to Ayane. No, to no. I know at one point they introduced the grandma character as a playable character, but of course she transformed for the fight itself.
Okay.
Because the Senran Kagura developers were cowards and wouldn't put in sexy grandma's action in their game.
Well, I wouldn't challenge them to do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna shotgun you. There's 5 of us. Stop moving Shiki around. It makes it really annoying.
But yeah,
be patient.
there does seem to be this obsession with trying to make every game open world.
Oh, that's cute. Some have better customer service skills than the others. Be patient, they're all learning. It's teaching good manners to retail staff. See, this game is educational, Liam. Also, why does the water look like orange juice? Is it Jello?
I hope
I
it's
assume
orange juice.
I assume it's the sunset. Oh god, there's a turret.
Sunset doesn't turn the water into orange juice or Jello.
Well, the water's clearly not.
The director of Senran Kagura has never actually been outside as well.
That's bright. I've got a. Oh yeah, I forgot jetpacking actually uses your ammo up.
Yeah.
Water.
That is a cool feature.
Yeah, so does dashing. Dashing's
I'm
just
disappointed that the roll thing wasn't a new feature for Splatoon 2. The rolling is exclusive to if you're using the dual squelchies.
Really?
Yeah,
Kind of
it's.
sucks.
You know, I was hoping that'd be a feature for all the characters because rolling like that and then smashing someone with the roller would be fantastic.
That's probably why.
Yeah, I haven't been able to quite get into Splatoon 2 as I did Splatoon 1.
What?
Again, I think it's the whole Wii U Nintendo Switch versus thing
Probably.
for me, but
you do seem to not enjoy the Switch. Rival team. Team Ham's like, oh god.
I mean, it's not like I haven't had fun games with the Switch. Like, I love Kirby Star Allies.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Tournament DX has had so many cool little upgrades. I mean, again, I prefer...
Everyone just beat up on her!
Drown her!
Fire off all my cards! I think she's just gone invulnerable.
Well,
but not for long.
Well, what if this suddenly changed into just a match of Yu-Gi-Oh?
That would be amazing.
Nothing etchy about it. They're just having.
They all just sit down, get out.
Yeah,
like a deck.
they're wearing swimsuits, but they're still just having a Yu-Gi-Oh match where nothing weird happens.
It's not even like summoning the monsters. It's literally just a card game. Could you imagine if an anime actually did that? Like a card game anime where they literally just sit and play a card game like normal human beings. Like at the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! They did it at the beginning.
Japan's mind would explode at trying to handle a card game which didn't go crazy.
Like the first time they...
What if Uno was an anime?
First time they played a card match, Yugi and Joey, it was just They had no card map for some reason, and they just sat on the desk.
Yeah, they were just doing it normal sort of thing.
Yeah, not summoning giant monsters from the depths of hell.
Joey's deck had no spell cards or trap cards.
And it had Flaming Swordsman, so clearly he
But
was...
back then, well...
Flaming Swordsman was good, apparently. Looking at the fusions, some of those fusions were actually kind of worse than just having the 2 monsters on the field.
Yeah, they didn't think that through very well.
And why does the auto function break?
I mean, to be fair, they at least gave Flaming Swordsman an exclusive card, early on. Don't only increase the attack by like 300.
They just made a better version of the Flaming Swordsman.
Well, yeah, they did, yeah, Blue Flaming Swordsman.
Yeah. It's just like, cool.
And Joey had both in his deck for some reason.
Well, did he have polymerization as well?
Well, yeah, obviously.
I don't even
No,
remember.
well, obviously Blue Flaming Swordsman wasn't introduced around the time, but by 3rd season he had Blue Flaming Swordsman in his deck.
Oh, because Flaming Swordsman is the fusion, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got Flaming Swordsman is the fusion of 2 quite weak cards.
Yeah.
The stronger of the 2 cards only has 1,200 attack power. But back then, those weaker monsters were, the norm. 1,400 was your norm attack stat.
I got another S. That was 1 minute and 30 seconds it took to clear that level.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be most of the gameplay of this part, as per usual. But
Cheeky. Skeleton. That's not a skeleton. Gonna be honest. That's something you'd buy at like Ann Summers.
Yeah. That doesn't even have bone imagery to it. That's a very disappointing skeleton.
But it might make some bones. Not the type you're thinking of, but...
But yeah, I'm glad Kirby Star Allies came out as it is. And
I'm glad as well.
I'll be disappointed if Star Fox, I'll be happy that Star Fox even exists if they, actually get to continue on.
Yeah.
But it'll be disappointing if they just go with the open world sort of perspective. I like the fact that it is a rail shooter.
Yeah.
Speaking of rail shooters, I think I may have mentioned it before, but I'm hoping it gets a console release at some point. But I believe I remember hearing a while back that Sega were making a new House of the Dead game.
That'd be cool. But only if it's got the bad voice acting.
Yeah, it'd be House of the Dead. Would that be House of the Dead 5 or 6?
We've set fire to the building!
To be fair, honestly, why haven't they made more firefighting games? Like, you can actually use this same concept as a firefighter sort of game. And Atlas had actually made a firefighter game in the past, which was actually, I think it was Atlas, which was really popular. No, it couldn't have been Atlas, because it was a game that actually came out in PAL territories.
There was Roscoe. I can't remember the full name, but there was a firefighter game called Roscoe something or something.
There was a SNES one, sort of top-down perspective sort of game that was really popular, and
this was a PlayStation one.
Burning Rangers for the Sega Saturn is also a firefighter game.
I know of it because Kadikarus.
Yeah, Burning Rangers for the Sega Saturn was also a firefighter game, which was really cool, but Yuji Naka made that, I believe. Really cool, but it was too late in the Sega Saturn's lifetime to really grab attention. Yeah.
Pirate's Base. Sure.
There's a lot less fire than I was expecting. You've disappointed me. Like, the whole screen was red before.
Okay, so it doesn't lock onto fire.
Yeah, why don't you just use your ice and clear it up straight away? What? Why? I guess magic? Ninjutsu?
Yeah.
Which is just saying magic, but for ninjas?
Yeah, let's blame witchcraft. Come on.
The place is on fire!
Yeah, we kind of need
This is not the time for fan service!
It's the time for living! Bam. That was bam.
Amazing fan service! Her clothes are burnt off! Her skin's burnt off!
She is
More
dead.
fan service!
Ow. Jesus, that thing hits hard, apparently.
Why is it not putting out the fire?
They don't have control over their own security. That'd be ridiculous. Oh my god, someone's died?
Literally, it's fire! Burnt to death! Is that Yumi? No,
No, it's Murakoma this time.
I'd say, because Yuno has died almost every stage.
She's done absolutely awful.
She's the leader of your team.
Yeah, she's not my leader. Let's...
Whee!
Come on.
the sliding jetpack mechanic is pretty darn cool.
It's really fun. Genuinely, this game controls super well. And people judged me at work for playing it. I had only one person who could back me up because everyone else was too cowardly to play it. There is no such thing as too far, on account of us having kidnapped schoolgirls. Clearly...
There are no laws in this land!
We are above the law.
Well, it's 20 minutes in again. These have been extremely long episodes.
We'll leave it on this.
Because it's been muffing my cutscenes.
Well, there's been a bit of gameplay. That was at least like another minute and a half.
If only more cutscenes had Pudge in them.
Pudge is definitely needed.
Yeah.
I only know like 2 voice lines of Pudge. Well, I know one.
You only need to know one of them.
Fresh meat. I know his
translates too well to this game actually.
One of the voice lines he gets from the Arcana, if he uses it on one of the undead, any of the undead characters, he's like, "What? You're not fresh meat." I just think that's great.
Anyway, I hope you've all been enjoying this
amazing game.
Yeah, it's one with the
Don't you dare question its glory. You've stacked 3 hats on one character.
I must admit that was pretty darn amazing.
This is true beauty.
Cheers, everyone!
Bye.